Happy Easter guys, welcome back to Sam Kitchen. My name's Sam Lin. I'm just an ordinary home cook who's passionate about sustainability and more importantly save money by making things at home, and hopefully I can help you guys do the same in your own kitchen as well. So this week's recipe, as I mentioned, it is Easter weekend this weekend. There's always family gathering, friends gathering, and when there's people, there's food. If the gathering's at a picnic out in the park, out at the beach, or just at someone else's place, people bring their own food and just share them. So this week's recipe really is one of my go-to. It's super simple to make. You don't have to whip out $20, $30 just to buy stuff from the supermarket, so you got something to put on the plate. This week's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make potato salad. Within the salad, I'm also going to show you how to make your own mayonnaise, which costs you sweet. Drifting off the topic a little bit here on mayonnaise, I can't remember the last time I actually bought store-bought mayonnaise. Ever since I found out how to make it at home, it's changed my whole life. It's so simple to make. Basic ingredients contains egg, oil, vinegar, and salt, and that really is it. I got all of the ingredients at home constantly, so it just makes sense. Mayo is also super versatile. Put it on bread, put it on sandwich, put it on toasties, that crust. Instead of using oil, you can spread mayo on the exterior and then just toast it. The crust is amazing. The whole idea sort of escalated from me wanting to share how I make mayonnaise at home, and then got to today's recipe, which is super fitting for the Easter weekend. So I'm going to show you how to make potato salad. This recipe is vegetarian. It does contain eggs. Main ingredients are potato, eggs, some herbs. A lot of recipes say to use dill. I personally really like the flavor of dill, but at the same time I'm here to help us save money. So dill at a supermarket costs up to $3-5 depending on where you get it, but instead I'm using my little homegrown spring onion, which I just have been growing up in my window over there. Super simple recipe. The entire active time takes about 20-30 minutes, so it's super straightforward. Anyone can make it. There's almost no way that you can stuff it up. So can't wait to show you, and let's get cooking.
To make potato salad, we'll need a few basic ingredients. First thing first, we'll need some potatoes. I got a bunch of cheap potatoes, sweet potatoes, from a local grocery for about $2. These here costed me around 20 cents. Next, we'll need a small onion, some hard-boiled eggs for the salad. Optionally, you can add in some bacon bits or ham in the salad if you want to go all out, or keep the meat off and make it vegetarian friendly. In this video, I'm also going to show you how to make mayonnaise. To make mayo, I'll need an egg, some neutral tasting oil, some vinegar, and some salt and sugar to season. Another ingredient I've got on here is homemade mustard. I've got a video in the making for some lacto-fermented mustard. Stay tuned for the recipe on how to make this amazing mustard at home. Last but not the least is some of my homegrown spring onion. They are so easy to grow at home. Just take the root cuttings and chuck them in water. They'll sprout in a few days and you'll have some infinite spring onion loop. To start off, we'll need to prep our potatoes. If you've got some washed potatoes, feel free to leave the skin on for extra fiber and texture. These ones that I've got has got some poop. Start again. These ones have got some dirt on it, so I'm going to peel them all. As always, I've got our compost box to put any of the food scraps away. Once all of the potatoes are peeled, we want to cut them into about 2 cm by 2 cm cubes. Make sure you don't cut them too small, otherwise they'll disintegrate into the salad and you have a potato salad without any potatoes. That'd be pretty sad. Put the cut up potatoes in the pot, load it up with some cold water. Cooking the potatoes in cold water will help hold its shape and cook more evenly. You can even briefly rinse the potato to get rid of some of the starch on the surface for some less mushy potato. Put the pot on the stove and we'll cook the potato with the lid on for roughly 15 to 20 minutes or until tender. While the potato is cooking, prepare another pot and we want to make our boiled eggs. Put the desired amount of eggs on the bottom of the pot and top it up with water. Turn the heat on and we want to heat up the water until it boils and cook the eggs in boiling water for 7 minutes. While the potato and eggs are cooking, we can utilize the time to make our mayo. Mayonnaise is incredibly easy to make at home. There is no going back once you made your first batch. You'll never buy the shelf crappy nays again. When I make mayo at home, I find a small milk jug the perfect size and shape to pour out of. For the sake of today's video, I'll be making it in a clear container so y'all can see the blending motion. First thing, we want to crack an egg in. And we'll want a dash of vinegar, about 5 grams. Next, we need about 120 grams of neutral tasting oil, or visually about twice the volume of oil compared to egg. And then we emulsify the mixture with our stick blender. The trick here is to use a narrow container for the stick blender so the blades are completely submerged when blending. I found my mayo slightly on the runny side, so I added more oil to thicken it up. The more oil you add into it, the thicker the mayo will be. Once the mayo is at a good consistency, add a pinch of salt, about 2 grams, to season, and I also added a pinch of sugar at about 2 grams to mellow out the eggy flavour just a tiny bit. Once the mayo is all seasoned up, blend it through thoroughly and that's our mayo done. It's that easy. By making mayo at home, less of the plastic mayo containers will be produced and you'll likely consume lesser of the store-bought crap anyway, so it's a win-win situation. I grab my tiny spatula and scrape clean the stick blender. Be a good boy or girl and don't waste food. The potato should be ready after boiling for about 10 minutes. The easiest way to check is to pick one piece up and stick a knife through it. If the knife goes through without any resistance, your potato is ready. Or like any other food, give it a taste and you'll know whether or not it's cooked. Once the potato is cooked, drain the bad boy and leave it to cool down for at least 15 minutes. I'm saving the water for my plants rather than letting it go straight down the drain. I stopped seasoning my cooking water so I can water my plants with it. Highly recommended. After being on boil for 7 minutes, the egg should be ready to go too. Bring it over to the sink. Get rid of the hot water and top up the pot with some cold water. Leave it aside to cool down for about 5 minutes. While we're waiting for the eggs and potato to do its things, we want to finish prepping the rest of the ingredients. Cut the onion in half, get rid of the skin, and we want to finely dice the onion. Cut the onion end off and slice the onion thinly without cutting it all the way through. Turn the onion sideways and cut it perpendicular to the previous cuts. That's the easiest way I know to thinly dice onions. Moving on to the spring onion part, I've got these growing at my home by my kitchen window. Nothing beats some free herbs, right? Feel free to substitute these with herbs of your choice, such as dill. Finely chop the spring onion, and we'll put them aside for now. Eggs should be nice and cool now. Just for the aesthetic, I'm drying the eggs so they don't look like an absolute mess when I smash them against the table on camera. Dignity, guys, jeez. When cracking hard-boiled eggs, make sure you smash it all the way through and break the shell as much as you can. If the shell is still in big pieces, they tend to stick to the egg and it's easy to damage the egg when peeling. Once the egg has got micro cracks all the way through, it should be super easy to peel off. Next, we'll grab a big mixing bowl and we can start assembling the salad. First, we'll put our diced onions in, and then we roughly chop our eggs. I like the eggs quite chunky in the potato salad, so I'm cutting them into 1 cm slices and they'll be broken into smaller pieces when mixed in. Get the eggs in the bowl once all chopped up. And then we'll add our potatoes in the mixture as well. Next, we'll add in our homemade mayo. The amount comes down to personal preferences, how saucy of a person you are. I added about half the amount made. Give the salad a good mix and we'll add our homemade mustard as well. Chuck a couple of good tablespoons in. Season to taste with salt and pepper. Spring onion in and give it a good mix. Give the potato salad a mix and adjust your seasoning accordingly. Potato salad is one of those things that you'll taste better after a couple of days, so don't stress if they taste a bit average now. Trust the process. Grab a container and load it up, and that's potato salad done. Nice and easy, such a crowd pleaser. Now you're good to go off a picnic. The cost breakdown is as below. 600 grams of potato at $1 a kilo is about 60 cents. 4 eggs at $2.50 per dozen is about 80 cents. 1 small onion at $1 a kilo is about 8 cents. 5 grams of homemade mustard is about 1 cent. 75 grams of mayo at 41 cents per 100 ml is about 30 cents. Homegrown spring onions about 3. Altogether, 900 grams of potato salad costs us $1.79 to make, which works out to be $1.98 a kilo, or it can easily cost you $8 to $12 a kilo when buying potato salad from supermarkets.
Alrighty guys, there we have it. That's our potato salad. This whole idea came from me wanting to share with you how I make mayo at home and evolved into this. It fits in perfectly with the public holiday that we have just right now, being Easter. You'll never have to worry about what to bring to a picnic or whatever. Whip up this potato salad for such a low cost and show up and everyone will, be just as amazed. Chuck in some bacon bits, chuck in some ham to please the meat lovers, or keep it simple and then just make it a vegetarian version. It's perfect all round. Who doesn't love a creamy potato salad with some eggs and spring onion and mustard just mixed through it? It's so easy to make, it costs you so little, but can be pretty amazing. I'm going to dig in. Potatoes nice and soft but not falling apart. The crunchiness of onion comes through with a little bit of a kick, and then the homemade mustard, slightly acidic, the little pops of little mustard seeds is just perfect. If you're still watching at this stage, thank you very much. Your support really means a lot to me. If you like my videos and recipes, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I put out recipe content on a weekly basis. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.